Hi everybody, this is Shauna from Shauna.plans on Instagram and here on YouTube. Today we are going to set up my weekly spread for work since the weekend is almost over and it's back to work tomorrow. So this is my work planner. It's one I actually made myself using Keynote and mostly elements from Pink Punch Studio. So the background linen fabric is a digital paper from Digital Curio. The plant and tray and the actual book is all from Pink Punch Studio, and then I also used digital papers to create the texture on the tabs. So that is the planner that I'm using. We're going to set this up for work tomorrow. So I'm gonna use the Moon Lover kit from Esa Grey Designs. I'm just gonna switch my tabs around because I always have my planner on the left tab, and if I don't, then I tap the wrong thing constantly. So this is Moon Lover. It's from Esa Grey Designs. Super pretty, kind of pale pink, navy blue, and natural tones kit. It's got lots of scrappy paper bits, but it also has the days of the week and some tracker boxes, which will be useful for the way I set up my work spread. And it actually has the days of the week in two styles, this kind of sort of typed but kind of galaxy style, and then a script style as well. So the first thing I do with my work planner is I cover up all the days of the week that I put on there. So on this blank page, it's hard to see because they're really light, but I have little gray lines and there's actually white boxes above them. I'll show you here when I copy. So I'm just gonna use my lasso tool and lasso this whole area. I'm going to paste it down so you can see there's like little white boxes that cover up the days of the week. I like having them on there so that I know what week I'm on, but I like to cover them up so that I can use the stickers from the kits. So now I'm just going to make sure that none of my boxes are covering up any of the edges. I'm just going to get this out of the way. I have a training course on Wednesday, so I had just put that there to remind me. So let's see. I want to put something under the days of the week. I don't know if I want to use a washi or one of these little scraps of paper. Maybe a combo of all of them. I think I like these ones best. They're super cute, but I don't know how well these days of the week are gonna show up. It shows up pretty good on the brown one, not so great on the black one. So let's just use the brown one. And I'm just going to resize it so that it fits inside. And I'm just going to put on a blank space on the planner and do a lasso copy. And I'm just going to put this at the top of each box. So for this planner, I did 6 boxes for the week. Because it's a work planner, I rarely need to put anything on the weekend. So I usually just use this box as a placeholder for Saturday and Sunday, and then I decorate it with something pretty. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, so we have those on. I think I actually am going to use these days of the week. Let's just turn the internet off. So I'm going to use the word Wednesday to size these because it takes up the most room. And now they're all resized the same because I brought them all onto the page together and resized them together. And now we can just place them where they go. So I'm just trying to make them all kind of center top to bottom and the same distance from the left. All right. So now I need something for the days of the week. So there's some circles here, but I don't think they'll look as good small. There's these little circles and stars, which are cute. That doesn't stand out very much. Maybe we'll go with the black ones and I can use a white font. Oh, the star is pretty cute. Yep, I think we'll go with the star. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm just going to try to line it up so it's in the same position on each day of the week. Wednesday is a bit more challenging because it's a big word. So even though it won't be quite the same as the others, I'm going to move it a little bit more over. Okay. So today is, my date's not at the top, there's just a weird blank bar. There it is. That's weird. Okay. The top bar is the back. So it's the 29th. And I made a 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 5. So now I'm going to lasso all those numbers and I'm going to color them white. Actually, you know what? I'm going to color them pink. And now I'm going to resize. They're kind of hard to see, but we know they're there. So 29 and 30 are the biggest numbers, so I'm going to use those to size, and I have them all selected, so they're all getting resized the same. I'm just going to turn my image tool off so that I can use my lasso regardless of where they are on the page, and I'm just putting them in the center of the star. There we go. So we have our days all set up. So the next thing I like to do, I like to highlight the week that it is. So I'm going to actually select the fatter highlighter line, and if you just hold your pencil, it snaps it to a straight line. I still have images turned off. If I lasso this, I'm only going to get the highlighting. So I can grab that and I can just shift it so it's actually centered over the numbers instead of a little to the bottom like it was. So the next thing I do in this square, I'll show you here. So in this square, I do my little task tick boxes. So let's set that up. So there's lots of cute little scrappy paper bits. So I think I'm going to stack, oops, I need to turn my image tool back on. So I'm going to make a little stack of these scrappy papers here. There's so many to choose from, I don't know which one I like best. All right, so a little stack of paper there. Now we had some boxes, so let's grab those. Okay, so I don't want to do pink on pink, so even though we spent all that time making it pretty, I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to grab this paper instead. I think that works better with that black thing too. Okay. All right, that'll work. We'll just stick those on the page. You know what, they're not quite the right same size as each other. So I'm going to line this pink one up with the middle of the tray. And I'm just going to resize the black one to be the same size. Let's try that again. So now if I line them up this side of the paper, they're pretty close. So I think that's good enough. Put those on. Undo. Because I pasted them down before this beige paper, they went behind it when I put it on top. So I do a cut and a paste, and that puts them on top of that sticker. grab this little piece of paper. And just make it look like it's taped on. And we'll say to do. I turn my image tool off so when I lasso, it only grabs the font. And we'll just put that there. Now I'm going to cheat a little. Again, I have the image tool turned off, but I'm also going to turn off the handwriting tool because those check marks that you see are handwriting and I don't want to grab them. I just want to grab the words. So instead of typing them out again, because I use the same ones every week, I'm just going to copy and paste. And then I don't have to do it again because those are my same old tasks that I do every time. So the next thing I need is my backup list. So I need another piece of paper to decorate the side of the screen with. So I think I'm gonna take this here. It's like the Polaroid frame. I just need to turn all my toggles back on. And I'm gonna put this here, but I'm gonna flip it so that I can use the top section to be like my title. I think I'll use this pink swoosh here. And this is for my backups. Let's just make that a bit bigger. So I need to make a bullet list or have some kind of check boxes. So just looking at my options here, I think I'm gonna go with this pink circle. And I also want to put something behind the Polaroid so it's just a little bit more textured. I think that'll work. Okay, so that's good. I'm just gonna grab all this and say cut, paste. And now that stuff that I just cut and pasted is my topmost layer, so it will go on top of that when I place it down. Perfect. And now let's do the same thing we did before. I'm gonna grab all my company names for my backups. There we go. So now I need a tick box. I think I'll use the black one. a good size. Copy, paste. So I want to make sure these are all lined up. I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to draw a line and I'm going to just hold it, and that will snap it into a straight line. And now I can line up all these little things. I can center them top to bottom and just line them up. That way I know they're not crooked. There are my tick boxes, and I can just use the eraser tool and erase that line, and I have a perfectly straight batch of circles. The other thing I like to do, sometimes it's hard to make a check mark. I really like this check mark. I drew it myself a long time ago, and I just copy it and reuse it on every page because it's a pretty check mark. And check marks aren't always easy to get perfect. So for this spread, I want to change the color of my check mark. So when I put it in place, it stands out. I'm just going to leave it there and I'll copy it as I need it. I'm also going to need same check mark on these little boxes. So I'm going to do the same thing. These ones I'm going to leave black, and I'm actually going to put them over here for Sunday. So these little circles don't actually say anything in them. Oops, eraser, made a little dot there. So what I do when it's blank and I want it to indicate the days of the week is I put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm doing each one of these as its own text box. It just makes them easier to move around. Okay. I'll turn my text box tool back on. And I'm going to grab all of these. You know what? I should have done them over here so I don't grab other text. Okay. So we're going to resize these so that they fit nicely in the box, and we're going to color them to a pale gray. I think we'll use the second gray. And then that just puts them in the box. It's kind of subtle so you see it, but it's not a huge part of the spread. I'm going to turn the handwriting toggle off. Okay, so now I don't want to grab any of the other text, so I just have to be careful to only lasso a small area. And then I can just paste these all down. So I only really have to do it one time. Now I'm going to have just my handwriting on and do a cut and paste just to put those check marks on top of the spread. So when I start work tomorrow, Monday, I'll just move these check marks over and then I can copy them each day. So that is that. Now, turn all my toggles back on. I think I'm gonna alternate these little things and have them be my tick boxes during the week. So I always do kind of the same format. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I always do the same format for my work spread. My other spreads, I kind of mix it up a little and sort of change them around, but I like my work spread to be consistent week to week. It just makes it more efficient using it. Okay. So we'll just put these on each day of the week, and these will be my tick boxes for my tasks that I do each day. There we go. I like that with the circle and the star. Super cute. So the last sort of functional thing that I need on this spread is a box that I put my start and end time for each work day. So let's see what we have here that we can make into a box. The postcard's kind of cute. I wonder if it would be too small. Yeah, it kind of loses its effect when it's shrunk down that much. Kind of like these ones too. This also would work. I've already used it on another part of the spread. I think that works. Okay. And then I'll just put my start and end time, which is usually 7:30 to 4. There. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to copy this. See if I get anything I didn't want. Nope. And now we can put this in place on each of the work days. Perfect. All right, so now we get to do the fun part. We get to decorate. So beside that workbox that I just did, we have a little bit of room where we can decorate. So trying to put these constellations in. Here we go. These little planets are cute. There we go, so that decorates the little corners there. Now I need something here. There's lots of little cute little quotes that'd be nice to use. The moon is a reminder that no matter what phase I'm in, I'm still whole. She was beautifully out of place. Sometimes I believe she intended to be like the moon during the day. They're so pretty. The moon made me do it. Just like the moon, I go through phases. She held the moon the way she held her own heart, as if it was the only light that could guide her through the darkest nights. Those are all very lovely. Never stop dreaming. I like that one too. So this little thing here is for Wednesday. So I'm just gonna snip it and put it on top. And I have this little space here to decorate. It'd be fun to put like a stack of things kind of hanging off the page a little bit. I usually include the month here as well. I know it's up in my little calendar, but I like to have it on the actual page. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. And I think I'll put this little quote on this paper. I wonder if I can make it so it sort of looks like it's sitting on the lines. It would have to be pretty small. You might have to zoom in to see it. There's these little sparkly smudges which are really pretty. No, I think one smudge is good enough. Is there anything else we can add to that little stack of paper? I'm thinking the sticker that I put here might actually look better here. There we go. Perfect, I love it. So the last thing I do is I usually put a few desk accessories up in this corner. I think what I'll do is Calypso has a pretty pink desk accessory set, so I will use these and just fill up this little tray here. Yeah, don't want the red. I'll just stick with the pink stuff. So we have a little tray full of desk things. I think that's good enough. The pens are really pretty. Maybe we can stick this little pink pen on the side here. All right, I think we are done. And I am all ready, in theory, for work tomorrow. So that was fun. We made a pretty pink spread using the moon kit from Esa Grey and just a few desk accessories from Calypso. So I will link those two kits in the description. You can check them out if you like. Make sure to like and subscribe my video if you did. And I think that's it. I will be back on Thursday to talk about the new releases from Pink Punch Studio. Until then, have a great week. See you soon. Bye.